Today we're going to be looking at the Flashforge Adventurer 5M 3D printer. I'm going to show you everything you need to do to get it out of the box, get it set up, and get your very first 3D print going. First thing out of the box, you got the instruction manual, the quick start guide here. This is what we're going to be using to basically set everything up. It's not too complicated. I'm going to show you how to do it right now. Alright, once you've removed all of the outer padding and you've got it out of the box and you removed that plastic wrap, this is what you're going to find. You're going to see a lot more styrofoam on the inside. This is to keep all of the parts from moving during shipping. You're going to also have your filament here. This is just a little bit that'll get you going to do your first print. Now, also coming up next is this touchpad LCD screen. This is where you're going to have everything that you're plugging in to set your print up. This is basically what you're going to be working off of when you're putting all your settings in and getting your print going. Over here you have a pretty basic power cord, nothing special here, just a power cord to plug it in and get your stuff going. Alright, now we're going to remove the inner styrofoam. This tape right here is to hold down the ribbon cable, so we're going to leave that on there for right now. We're just going to take out these pieces, starting with the front right here. Now to get this inner piece out, all you have to do is gently push down on the front and it'll come out past this lip right here. And then there you go. For this last piece, you can just lift it out. And now it is basically good to go. The setup is pretty simple, straight out of the box. Let me show you what came in that little box on the inside. So this is what comes inside that box. This is basically everything that you're going to need to get your print going. You have a tube of 3D printing adhesive. This is going to make sure that your 3D print adheres to the board on the bottom. You got a screwdriver and Allen wrench in there, a couple extra screws, some white grease here. This is going to be for your cogs and gears, making sure everything is running smoothly. And yeah, so let's get it all set up and good to go for the last final adjustments here. Now we're looking at the back side, and we're going to go ahead and install the filament holder in these two little holes using the two tiny screws that they provided with the smallest Allen wrench that they provided as well. Let's get going. And before I start, you want to note that the tab here is up. This is supposed to be in a specific direction, so you're going to want to make sure that it's oriented in the right way. Alright, now we are going to connect the filament guide tube. This is what the filament is going to go through. And we're going to connect one end to the extruder in this hole right here, and then one end into the filament detector right here. Alright, now it's time to install the LCD screen. Basically what you're going to have to do is, on the back side here, you're going to see this buckle. It's like a piece of plastic. You just have to lift that up, clicks right into this position, and it allows you to put the ribbon cable right into this slot, and then you can, once it's in, you push the buckle back down to secure it. So you can see there's words on here. This lets you know that the orientation of this is up. So we're going to go ahead and put the LCD label here, facing upwards. It's in there nice and snug, and then we're just going to drop the buckle. Go ahead and remove the cover, and you're good to go on the LCD screen. Once you have the printer plugged in, you can just go ahead and turn it on, and you're going to be greeted with this initial sequence to set it up. You're going to select language, your connection to the internet, all that kind of good stuff. You don't really actually have to connect it when you're first setting it up, because it's going to come pre-installed with some STL files, and those are the files that you're going to use to print out 3D objects. And you can just go ahead and choose some of those pre-selected ones. It's going to have you do a test print, and once it's all set up and good, you can go ahead and use the internet to download an STL file and then send it to your printer just like you would a regular connected printer in your home office. So it's really simple to use and pretty fun process, honestly. After 3 minutes of printing, this is what we got. A little plastic cube. This is the test cube that they give you just to make sure that the printer works, and right out of the box it worked. Did this without having to do any extra steps, and yeah, it's awesome.